I will be talking about one of the last things I do before big trips, which is checking my route pads for leakage. The way I do it is I first get all of them blown up all the way, and I stack them on top of each other, and I put them in my garage or a living room, somewhere where my cats can't get to them. And I put about 100 pounds of weight on top. And then after a couple days of them staying in that state, I will see if there is any leakage coming from the pad. After I figure out if there is, I will get them in a bathtub, put a bunch of soap over them, submerge them underwater, and find the leak. And that is very important because you don't want to get on a big route with a pad that's already leaking. You should also decide for yourself if you are good at sleeping, which I am not. So I need one of the more comfortable pads in order to be happy on a big alpine climb. Some people can just use one of these and be totally fine. Unfortunately, that is not me. And even if I'm sleeping on a pad like that, which is more comfortable, it's still really hard for me to get good sleep. My goal is to take 2 pads on an expedition, especially if I'm getting my loads hiked into a base camp. You know, if I'm doing a long trip in the Sierra, obviously I'm gonna bring only one, or anywhere in the contiguous United States. If I'm going on a trip to a mountain like Denali or Alaska somewhere, where I am hauling a sled full of shit, I will definitely bring 2 pads, because you may attempt a route and pop your pad and then not be able to, you know, have a pad for your second attempt. And trying to find the leak in Alaska is a lot trickier than it is in a Himalayan base camp, because in the Himalayan base camp you can submerge the pads underwater and be able to find where the leakage is coming from after putting some soap over it, which I will show you here in a second. So yeah, in Alaska especially, you should bring 2 pads, one for the route and another just in case you pop the first one or it flies out somehow, which has happened to me before, and that sucks. But yeah, on big routes in Patagonia or any place around the world, things happen and you lose or destroy your gear. So I like to bring doubles in things that are especially small and very hard to replace. Like replacing a comfortable lightweight sleeping pad is close to impossible. If you're in the Himalayas, you can understand that. So yeah, let me go and show you how to submerge it and try to find the leak and what to do about it. I've already gone through this pad and I submerge it in thirds and I keep it under pressure for about 20 seconds in each part. I basically am trying to examine the whole area and see if there's any bubbles that are coming from the pad. And then every 20 seconds or so, after I saw that there is no leakage that is seen, I move on to the next part and then wait for about 20 seconds, move on to the next part, all the way to the top, and then I flip it over and do the same on the other side to make sure there isn't even a tiny leakage that is coming from somewhere that I was not able to find. Adding soap on top of the pad and in the water helps a lot with finding the leakage, because when even you take it out of the water, sometimes you will be able to hear the air coming out. So now I'm just flipping it over and doing the other side. So after a lot of inspection and testing, I realized that none of my sleeping pads were in perfect shape and all of them were at least leaking a little bit. So I went to backcountry and picked up this Tensor sleeping pad by Nemo, which is looking like a great pad on paper. Even though it's not as light as some other options that I could have chosen, I feel like the comfort and the higher R value is worth 1 extra ounce. We will be camping at probably over 6,000 meters on our trip, so having a sleeping pad with a little bit higher R value is probably gonna be a lot nicer than saving 1 ounce and suffering a lot more. So, but we will see. It's really hard to tell if a 13-ounce sleeping pad is going to be a lot cooler to sleep on than this 5.4. Yeah, this one has our value of 5.4, and I think the other option was 1 ounce lighter, but at least 2 points below this one in the R value. So it was kind of a no-brainer choice for me at this point. Sometimes it's not worth it to save an extra ounce, because in the end of the day we will be hauling close to 40-pound backpacks on us at all times while ascending this mountain.